Hello, welcome back again. This is the Stretch Tarot, which I have, again, recent purchase on Make Playing Cards. So to get them to the UK, it makes sense to buy more than one deck, which is what happened. So I've bought two decks. They were very, very reasonably priced. And this one, the Stretch Tarot, I didn't know was on Make Playing Cards, as silly as that might sound. I thought this was an Etsy deck and I needed to save up for it. I needed to save up regardless because it's coming in from US, but it was cheaper than I expected it to be. So I'm pleased that I managed to do this. And this one came in a box. So that's lovely. So it came in a tuck box. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with this one. It's got these gorgeous, sorry, the sun is out. So I'm trying to keep myself in the shadows. But it's got this gorgeous backs. I've got standard smooth playing cards. There's no little white book with this one. You have to go to the website to download it, and the information for that is on the box. And it's a very, in keeping with the kind of aesthetic that I've been going for lately, if anyone's been keeping tabs on what's been coming in for me. So this kind of vintage vibe has been very much my style. So I'm just going to flip through the cards because they are what they are. Standard names from my understanding, what I've seen of this deck. I've seen it around in so many places, and as I say, I've kind of been lusting after it for a very long time since I first saw it, and I'm glad I've got it actually. It did make me question myself, like how many of these types of decks does one actually need? I think this might be the last one that's coming in like this because it fills the other criteria from some of my other decks I really like. Now I can't pair it with my usual favourites because I can't get into my room due to plastering and things that's happening. So my pairings at the end of this video aren't going to be as exciting as they usually are, but hopefully something to inspire those of you who have this deck and don't know what to pair it with, or who are thinking about this deck and again wondering what to pair it with. Serpent and Peacock probably would look really good with this, but I don't have that to hand at all. And the Mood of the Moon Oracle that's just come out from Serpent and Peacock I bet would be really good with this. Again, I can't get to it. So just realising there are keywords at the top of these. So for Three of Pentacles we've got work. Generosity for our 6. Little Witch. It's sort of that collagey, colourful vibe on this that has always had my eye. The kind of like pops of colour and interest in the backgrounds really sort of add interest to the cards. It's not your typical Rider-Waite deck. So what have we got? Just missed that one. So the Knight was prosperity, the Queen is maternity, and the King is guidance. I just really like the way it's been put together. There were a couple of these that were out, and there's the Cartes de Postal. Oh, that deck. That deck and this deck at the time, I think they came out around the same time. Oh yeah, I'd have loved the Cartes de Postal as well. That's from a lady in Estonia. But then I think I got the Relative Tarot because that was as far as my pennies could reach. And I love that deck equally as much. It does the same thing as this, but they've all got a slightly different tone to them. Different tone, different colour, different vibe. So they are very similar. This is, I think, the weirdest one in the deck. Ace of Wands. I think lots of people have kind of talked about that one. So I don't know much about how this was created, whether they've created these and then put, you know, the matches and things on top of them, if they've been sourced. I really don't know anything about that. Which, again, my bad. But I'm very sure that so J.E.Stretch, the creator, has probably got a lot of the information on their website about this. This deck was originally, I think, created in 2016. So that's what I mean when I say I've been eyeing it up for a long time. See it around. It's a favourite with a lot of people. And this may have actually inspired a lot more decks that have come out since, but because I can sort of see some similarities now, looking at some of the other decks that I've collected. I can't remember if there's anything like this around at the time of this one coming out. But there's so many hundreds of thousands of decks out there, isn't there? It's hard to keep a track of everything. There's our king. Reliability. You probably noticed as we're going through, so the suits are sort of colour coded. Onto that. So that all fits on. You can almost see, like, so there's a slight subtle difference in the colours. So they are nice colour coded suits, and the mages are multiple colours. So nice standard make playing cardstock. I don't know, I don't think it's too much dissimilar from, maybe a little bit thicker than Lo Scarabeo cardstock. There's quite a few makers from our community now that have decks that they've created. Oops. Amethyst Ascensions has just put up some like spread decks, and she's got a relationship deck up as well, and one for helping map, or I suppose we call it an oracle, but it's like astrology oracle. So you can use it to sort of map the sky as well on the desk in front of you. And it's got some keywords and things on it, so that's a really interesting deck. She's now got two versions. So at the time I'd ordered this, the second version wasn't there, but she's created a beginner's version for people like myself with some kind of helpful words and associations for what all the extra planetary thingy-bobbies are called. See, there you go, that's why she's created the extra, because people like me don't know what they're talking about. So let's just have a look. This one with, sorry if you can hear Max talking, he's playing with Marge. So a couple of decks to hand, not many. So we go with the Zammer twins as an oracle for this one. Because they're sort of in keeping, I think. Right, what have we got here? Judgment with our Leviathan, card 12, and the Magician. Here we have the Knight of Cups with Omniscius, and the King of Pentacles. And then we've got the Four of Swords with Punishment and Queen of Wands. Sorry, builders shouting at the dogs because they're laid on their sheets. Page of Cups with Adelina and the Nine of Pentacles. So I think it looks really nice, doesn't it? I do like the Zammer twins, so I'm yet to get the little book. I haven't sent off for it because I got version 1, but version 2 now comes with a book. which I know lots of people are really happy about. I do need to kind of ask and see if I can get it. Pentacles with Utopia and Knight of Wands. And then we have our Six of Cups with the Acrobat and the Empress. Okay, so that's enough of the Zammer twins. Got one other oracle here, and actually I might just circle back and do a tarot with this because it's on the side. So that was this one from Deviant Moon only. Don't get it anywhere else, you'll be getting a knockoff. So I thought, because I've got it here, I thought we'd see what it looks like with the Terri Foss's deck, Earthly Souls and Spirits Moon Oracle. More because I think the colour palettes, I thought it might go. We shall see. We do now have, so the majors of course don't have keywords, which I didn't point out, but I'll point that out now. So we have the keyword here. So what have we got? Pleasure with Prosperity and the Empress. Our Page of Swords, which is Readiness with Magical and the High Priestess. They kind of go really well, don't they? Magical, High Priestess. Page of Swords, Creating. Our Four of Wands, so completion. Is that completion? Four of Wands. Interesting. I never thought of Four of Wands as completion, but yeah, I guess it is actually, isn't it? Stability, party, coming together. With Adventure and the Hermit. Adventure and Hermit, they go quite well. Completion of the adventure, going inside. Five of Pentacles with Compassion and the Fool. Okay, that's another heavy message, isn't it? We've got the Queen of Swords with her Perception, Meditate, Death, Transformation. So they actually go really nicely together. They sort of echo each other's messages, don't they? Power with Goddess and the Hanged Man, I like that. Power with Goddess, Hanged Man, because I always think of Odin, so the god hanging upside down for perspective. So that sort of, to me, gives me like the balance of God-Goddess vibes. Here we have Generosity, with our Six of Pentacles, Celestial, and the Sorrow from the Three of Swords. Now, to be fair, she does look a little bit sorrowful, doesn't she? From the Generosity. For me, that feels a bit like the Charity. You know, you see something on the streets, it just breaks your heart what you see. So you give what you can, but actually you walk away knowing that it's never going to be enough. And you want to do more and no one else around is doing more, but you don't know how to kind of get there. I don't know if anyone else feels like that when it comes to, like, you know, especially the winter and the homeless. And I know it shouldn't just be because it's winter, but the winter is harsh. It is nasty. I would never wish it on my worst enemy to be out there. And it just, you know, seeing people out there, it's getting worse. So, but that's me. It's who I am. I would open a homeless hotel if I could. I have the Moon with Positivity and the Two of Swords. Star for Evolve. Oh, and the Devil. So warning you what you're evolving into. Not everything that you think you want is what you should have. So be careful of what you wish for. Right, let's do one more. So I wanted to circle back, I think I said, to the tarot deck, and that is the Vampyre Tarot, or Tarot of the Vampires. I just thought that these ones would probably play well. Again, it's going to have a dark meaning. You already know that. So Star, Five of Sceptres with the Devil. Just got to make sure I don't mix these ones up. Two of Pentacles for balance with Ace of Sceptres and Page of Pentacles. Oppression for our Ten of Wands with our Empress, and then moving into the Four of Pentacles. So creating the balance as you're coming out of the ending of the oppression. That's a nice meaning. Sort of like the colours in there, you know, they're there. And what we've got, so Ace of Pentacles, prosperity, with our Lord of Skulls and the Queen of Pentacles, eternity. Never really thought of the Queen of Pentacles as maternity. That's another really interesting word to kind of like, you know, add to your keywords and library. I quite like it actually. So we have the King of Wands with assistance and Two of Skulls, following in with the Hierophant. So I think they're reading quite well together as a general. I mean, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I'm liking it. I know I'm late to the party with the Stretch Tarot, but please, again, like down below, what decks are you using it with and are you loving it with? I think it's going to pair beautifully with all of my other decks that look like this. All of my Carrie Paris decks, that Oracle of the Dead would go really well with this. I can see that instantly. What's the other ones? The Dreamkeeper's Tarot, that's going to be beautiful with this. Tarot of Mystical Moments, Oracle of Mystical Moments. Anna Turian's Oracle would probably go well with this as well, actually. I would love to have seen this with my Seasons of the Witch Oracles, but again, I can't get to them, so I can't pull those out. And I'm just looking around me. I don't really have anything else to put down. I've got like the only decks I've got around me in here are the ones that I'm using for my Deacon Walk. So that's the only decks that are in this room. And they're very different to what's going on here. So I'm not going to pair them up. Anyway, we'll leave it there because I am definitely banging on about nothing for you guys as per usual. I hope you enjoyed this, and again, I can't wait to hear what you guys are using this deck for, because I think it's going to be interesting to hear and see what I've got that I can pair it with. So until the next one, take care. Bye bye.